Hey friends, in Oral Skills 4 right now we're doing metric modulations, and it's something that takes a little bit of practice, but the two components to the skill are things that we've already done in class earlier. So one of those skills is being able to go between simple meter and compound meter with a steady beat value. That's not too tricky. We do 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So that was going back and forth between 2/4 and 6/8. And then we can also go back and forth between 2/4 and 6/8 with a steady note value. And we know how to do that, right? 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. So I would encourage you to practice both of those if you have any trouble at all with either one. Then the trick with metric modulation is that we're going to stack them in a way that the beat keeps getting faster. And I think you can play a fun game with it if you just keep going until it gets ridiculous, right? So what we'll do is we'll do steady beat value as we're going to start in simple meter, reasonably slow. We'll use a steady beat value to go to 6/8, and then we'll use a steady note value to go back to 2/4. Then we'll keep that same process going. Try it with me. Here we go. So we're going to do 1 and 2 and 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 then it's too fast for me to handle. Did you see how that went? We can also do the reverse. So we can start with, well, let's start really slow. Let's start really fast with simple meter, and then we'll switch to compound meter using a steady note value so that the beats will get longer. Okay, I had to think that out for a second. Let's try that. So the beats are getting longer, so let's start fast with like really fast 2. 1 and 2 and 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 1 and 2 and. Hopefully you'll recognize that we're not just getting slower, but that we're getting slower in very precise relationships, precise mathematical relationships to what happened before. So you're either keeping the beat the same or you're keeping the note value the same. But it does result in speeding up or slowing down when you pile them on like that. So that's just what's going to be happening in our rhythmic examples this week. And but if you can start out by always, if you're having trouble with any of these, start by just conducting the modulations and then try and read the rhythms within that. Okay? It's not about how long the notes are, it's about where they happen in the framework. Keep your mind on the framework. All right. I hope you have a good time with this. It's fun. See you later.